cardiac tamponade.
Dad! Dad! Why aren't you guys stopping him?
We have no supplies.
We've done all we can do.
Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes has written dozens of heartbreaks into television history, but one death still haunts her the most: George O'Malley's. During a candid interview on the Call Her Daddy podcast, Rhimes admitted that killing off T.R. Knight's beloved character broke her. The moment shocked fans in the season 6 premiere when George, disfigured and unrecognizable after being hit by a bus, was revealed as the John Doe on the operating table. Rhimes said the emotional weight of losing such a kind character and actor made it one of the hardest storylines she's ever written. She revealed that even the cast didn't know about Knight's surprise return to film his final scene under heavy makeup, keeping the twist top secret until the episode aired. TR was determined that he would be the one lying on that table, Rhimes recalled, praising his dedication and calling his piercing blue eyes unforgettable. Fans of Grey's Anatomy have endured countless tragic goodbyes, from Derek Shepherd's death to the plane crash that changed everything, but George's departure remains one of the series' most devastating. As the show heads into its explosive 22nd season, premiering October 9th on ABC, longtime viewers are bracing for more heartbreak. The cast has teased a deadly, jaw-dropping premiere that picks up moments after last season's hospital explosion. Whether anyone else will join George in Grey Sloane's long list of fallen heroes remains to be seen, but as Rhimes reminds us, Grey's Anatomy doesn't shy away from breaking hearts. Hey lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Grey's Anatomy Official. Shonda Rhimes names the Grey's Anatomy death that hurt the most. It broke me. The creator of the legendary medical drama has killed off plenty of major characters over the course of 21 seasons, but this shocker stands apart. Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital's intrepid doctors have suffered shootings, drownings, plane crashes, car crashes, disappearances, deaths by hiccups, and much, much more. But Grey's Anatomy creator Shonda Rhimes says one character's death stands out. Asked which hurt the most, the prolific writer and producer took just a beat to respond, probably George's. Rhimes told Call Her Daddy podcast host Alex Cooper during a lengthy interview on Monday's episode, in which she named her personal series highs and lows. The death of T.R. Knight's George O'Malley during the series' season 6 premiere indeed shocked fans, which Rhimes attributed to the fact that Knight's character is so beloved and T.R. is such a lovely guy. That was such a hard thing to do. The first shock came when, during season 5, the meek and good-natured George announced to his fellow doctors that he intended to leave the then-named Seattle Grace Mercy West Hospital and enlist in the Army to fight in the Iraq War. Before friends like Meredith Grey, Ellen Pompeo, and Christina Young, Sandra Oh, can convince him to stay, they are blindsided when a disfigured John Doe rushed into emergency, whose clinging to life is revealed as George. Knight's character officially died on the first episode of season 6, though did reprise his role in a dream sequence in season 17. TR was so amazing because he didn't need to lay on that table, Rhimes recalled, but he was like, I'm gonna do the role, even though you're never gonna see my face. He was wonderful. I mean, it broke me, so I knew that the audience would respond to it, but I really loved it. George's death clearly had an impact on Rhimes, who brought the consequential scene up in a March interview with Entertainment Weekly, reflecting on 20 years of her production company, Shondaland, dominating the TV landscape. Nobody knew who George was. Nobody, Rhimes said, revealing that Knight's return to close out the character under heavy makeup was kept a tight secret. I'm not even sure all the cast knew. Because, technically, his character had left to become a soldier, so he was already gone. I know that certain members of the crew knew, and TR was determined that he would be the body lying on the operating table. He would be the body that you saw every single time, which is why you got to see his beautiful blue eyes. 10 wildest Grey's Anatomy medical cases ever. Of the hundreds of medical cases we've followed on Grey's Anatomy, some are so bizarre, they've lodged in our memory like a bazooka projectile in the chest, or, perhaps, a fir tree in the lung. Yes, both of those maladies became storylines on the show, and we can only imagine what Season 22 has in store when it premieres on Thursday, October 9th at 10/9C. While we wait to see who comes in through the Grey Sloan Memorial doors next, here are our picks for the wildest Grey's cases so far. 10 Fish Gone Upstream. Lawrence, Mitch Pileggi, goes from hospital board chair to hospital patient in Season 3's Desire when he comes back from a trip to the Amazon with swollen testicles. As it turns out, A kangaroo fish swam up his urethra and died, creating the blockage. Sounds painful all around. 10. Fish gone upstream. Lawrence, Mitch Pileggi, goes from hospital board chair to hospital patient in Season 3's Desire when he comes back from a trip to the Amazon with swollen testicles. As it turns out, a kangaroo fish swam up his urethra and died, creating the blockage. Sounds painful all around. 9. Stuck together in sex. Season 3's Oh, the Guilt introduces us to the curious case of Adam, Ari Gross, and Sonia, Faith Prince, ex-spouses having an affair with one another. After his penis piercing hooks onto her IUD in the heat of the moment, they arrive at the hospital hopelessly intertwined. Luckily, the docs are able to separate them again, but not before their kid walks in to see them together. 8. Toxic blood. Marina Amanda Collins, a patient in Season 3's Wishin' and Hopin', thought she just had a case of colon cancer. But because of a reaction between her chemotherapy drugs and an herbal supplement she was taking, her blood turned toxic, and many of the surgeons fall ill as they treated her. 7. 2 victims, 1 poll. Seattle Grace is inundated with train crash casualties in Season 2's Into Like a Train, including Bonnie, Monica Keena, and Tom, Bruce A. Young, 2 people impaled on the same pole. The surgeons deduce that only one of them can live, and they go with Tom, since his injuries are less severe. 6. Tree Man Syndrome. Season 7's unfortunately titled Super Freak has the docs treating Jerry Art Chidabala, whose case of human papillomavirus has resulted in tree-like warts covering his body. Turns out, that's a real condition called epidermodysplasia vericiformis, otherwise known as Tree Man Syndrome. 5. Fur inside lung. Raul Wilmer Calderon has a foreign body in his lung, as the docs discover in Season 7's I Will Survive, but that foreign body turns out to be a fir tree that is still growing. Somehow it just adapted, Christina says, as if that explains everything. For one leg in the middle. In Season 12's All Eyes on Me, a contingent of Gray Sloan docs head to a military hospital to treat Brett Zimmerman, an Army sergeant with osteosarcoma. And Kelly gets the idea to amputate his left leg, turn the end of his right femur into a sacrum, and reattach his right leg in the middle of his body for safekeeping. 3. Bomb in chest. The hospital goes into code black in Season 2's It's the End of the World when World War II weapon hobbyist James John Bishop, who accidentally shot himself with a bazooka, reaches Seattle Grace with an explosive still in his chest. James survives the injury. The bomb squad leader, played by pre-Friday Night Lights Kyle Chandler, tragically, does not. 2. Minor injury after 12,000-foot fall. Rick, David Denman, ought to have bought a lottery ticket after Season 4's Kung Fu Fighting. After free-falling 12,000 feet in a skydiving accident, his only injury is an appendix hematoma. Grace tries to wave this implausibility away with Bailey saying, "The body's an amazing thing. One boy stuck in concrete." In Freedom, Season 4's 2-part finale, a teenager named Andrew James Imicus jumped into a vat of cement to impress a female friend, played by Jana Kramer. After suffering crush injuries, third-degree burns, and a pulmonary embolism, the kid barely makes it out alive, thanks to our doc's heroics. Just another day at the hospital. The Grey's Anatomy cast sum up Season 22 premiere as deadly, a cleanup job, and more. The Grey's Anatomy cast has seemingly confirmed that fans are right to be worried about whether their favorite characters survive the Season 22 premiere. The premiere in one word? Deadly. Jason George, who plays surgical resident Ben Warren, quipped in a Saturday, September 27th, Instagram video shared by the show's official account. His co-star Kevin McKidd, Owen Hunt, chimed in to call the episode breathtaking, while Camilla Luddington, Joe Wilson, went with jaw-dropping. Anthony Hill, Winston Diggu, later used the word convalesces, and Alexis Floyd, Simone Griffith, chose cleanup job. Newcomer Trevor Jackson, who will play one of the new surgical residents, further teased that the premiere is fresh, just as Kim Raver, Teddy Altman, hinted at plenty of drama. Which Grey's Anatomy stars are, and aren't, returning for Season 22 after hospital explosion? Edge of your seat, Raver 56 quipped. The Season 21 finale ended on a major cliffhanger after guest star Piper Perabo unknowingly brought a full tank of oxygen into an operating room at Gray Sloan Memorial. Perabo, 48, thought the tank was empty, using it as a threat to get the doctors to perform a risky surgery on her chronically ill child. By the end of the episode, fans learned that the tank actually wasn't empty before there was an explosion on the OR floor. It's not known which characters were safe from the blast, as the likes of Atticus Lincoln, Chris Carmack, and Miranda Bailey, Chunder Wilson, were in respective surgeries. Ellen Pompeo's Meredith Grey and Ludington's Joe, meanwhile, are likely safe since they were both spotted outside the medical facility at the time of the explosion. The cast's Saturday teaser further fueled speculation that one of the fan-favorite characters wouldn't survive the blast. So it's going to be Link or Miranda, one social media user wrote in the Instagram comment section, with another pointing out, Link isn't in any of these teasers. A third fan sarcastically added, not stressed at all. Grey's Anatomy's Camilla Luddington, Harry Shum Jr. reveal who they think died ahead of season 22. Luddington, 41, previously told Us Weekly that she hoped Link would be alright. Joe and Link are married and expecting a pair of twins when Grey's returns. I have no idea. I have a text chain going on with so many cast members that are like, what do you think? Luddington exclusively told us in June ahead of production. We've seen too much and we know too much that there's not a single season I'm not worried about. She added, I just hope Link is alive. And if there's injury, what that is and what that looks like, I have no idea. So I feel like that is on my mind. I just hope that my on-screen husband is okay. Because she's gonna need that support and they need it from each other. So I think it's gonna throw a wrench in things and it's gonna be a lot. They have 2 kids and 2 kids on the way. Showrunner Meg Marinis, meanwhile, had made it clear that no one was definitively safe. But even in the last 2 seasons with what you saw this year, we had to reduce the cast a little bit because of industry-wide budget cuts, and everybody has very passionate feelings about their favorite characters, Marinis told The Hollywood Reporter in May. But if we can get the writers upset, then we know we're doing it right. It's not as satisfying a story if people aren't upset when someone leaves. It's supposed to make people upset and sad, so I'm sure there'll be some arguments. But I've been persuaded before to change my mind on things. What time does Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere? Cast, where to watch as Grey's Anatomy returns for a new season. The staff of Grey Sloan Memorial are scrambling to save not only their patients' lives, but also their own in the aftermath of a catastrophic hospital explosion. Confronted with impossible surgical decisions and emotional turmoil, they fight to preserve life amid devastation, the season premiere synopsis says. Showrunner Meg Marinis told TV Insider the new season will pick up right where season 21 ended, seconds after the explosion. We couldn't show the aftermath of that, so the premiere will focus on figuring out where everyone is, who's okay, and who's not, Marinis said, adding the season will touch on the long road to recovery. Here's what to know about season 22 of Grey's Anatomy, including the release date, cast, and trailer. When does Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere? Season 22 of Grey's Anatomy will premiere on ABC on Thursday, October 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. The episode, titled Only the Strong Survive, will be available to stream on Hulu the next day. Watch Grey's Anatomy on Hulu. When do new episodes of Grey's Anatomy Season 22 come out? Grey's Anatomy Season 22 will drop weekly on Thursdays on ABC starting October 9th, with new episodes available to stream on Hulu the next day. However, the series will go on hiatus in November and return mid-season in 2026. ABC did not specify when the series will take a break and did not immediately respond to USA Today's request for additional information. Seasons 1 to 21 of Grey's Anatomy are available to stream on Hulu and Netflix. Grey's Anatomy, stream on Hulu. Watch on Sling. How many episodes will Grey's Anatomy Season 22 have? Season 22 of Grey's Anatomy will have 18 episodes, an ABC spokesperson confirmed to USA Today. The season will also include a big milestone. The second episode of the season, We Built the City, will be the show's 450th episode. Will Meredith Grey return to Grey's Anatomy in Season 22? Yes, Ellen Pompeo will reprise her role as Dr. Meredith Grey. Marinis, the showrunner, told TV Insider that Meredith will get to spend some more time as a surgeon. We'll still get to follow her Alzheimer's research, but with her being in Seattle more, I'm really excited to get her back into OR occasionally, Marinis told the outlet. I really love seeing her interact with patients, the interns, and residents. Pompeo, in August 2022, had announced she would have a limited appearance on season 19 and has continued to be in a small portion of seasons since. However, she continues to serve as an executive producer and offers her staple voiceover narrations in each episode. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 Cast. Cast members for Season 22 of Grey's Anatomy include Ellen Pompeo as Dr. Meredith Grey, Chandra Wilson as Miranda Bailey, James Pickens Jr. as Richard Webber, Kevin McKidd as Owen Hunt, Kim Raver as Teddy Altman, Camilla Luddington as Joe Wilson, Katarina Scorsone as Amelia Shepard, Jason George as Ben Warren, Chris Carmack as Atticus Link Lincoln, Scott Speedman as Nick Marsh, Anthony Hill as Winston Diggle, Nico Taro as Lucas Adams, Alexis Floyd as Simone Griffith, Harry Shum Jr. as Benson Kwan, Adelaide Kane as Jules Millen. Grey's Anatomy 22. Camilla teases explosive details about the upcoming season, crying about Grey's Anatomy Season 22 will be out soon. As the last season finale's blast keeps them on their toes, Camilla Luddington reveals that there will be some crying and throwing things for the fans. Grey's Anatomy has been able to keep fans hooked for a long time. However, the fans' relationship with the show hasn't been just warm and cozy, but one marked by a turbulent past, including unexpected deaths, departures, and heartbreak. And now, as Season 22 is about to be released, fans are once again on the edge about what's to come next, and our beloved Joe Wilson, aka Camilla Luddington, has teased some details about the same. Camilla Luddington teases details about the upcoming season. In the upcoming season of Grey's Anatomy, fans will come face-to-face with the aftermath of the blast we saw in the Season 22 finale. Camilla Luddington has reflected on the same and shared some explosive details about what the show will offer next. According to Camilla, there will be a punch in every scene following the catastrophic explosion at Grey Sloan Memorial that has left questions about which doctors survived. The star sat for a conversation with people and reflected on what's to come in the upcoming ABC drama. The show will premiere on October 9, 2025 ET, at 10 p.m. and will leave fans with a range of emotions. She was quoted as saying, "There's so much story that's told in that I don't know how we're not a 2-hour premiere, honestly. It feels like 2 hours worth of story. It's intense. Explosive will be a great way to describe it. It's the Greys you know and love, but maybe also the Greys you love to hate a little bit. I think there's going to be some throwing things at your TV screen, which is what Grey's does best, too. I think that some things that fans will be happy about and some things they're going to be crying about." As for who will survive the explosion and who will say goodbye to Grey's Anatomy, Camilla Luddington revealed that fans will have to wait to see who has survived the blast. She recalled that it was not at all fun to shoot this premiere, and fans will likely feel an overwhelming sense of emotion as they try to figure out who has survived and who has not. She was quoted as saying, "You will have to wait until the end, sometimes even a little bit into the next episode. It's rough. It was not an easy episode to shoot. It was not fun to shoot. It's a ride." What happened in Grey's Anatomy Season 21 finale? As fans may recall, Grey's Anatomy's Season 21 finale was one of the most shocking finales of the latest seasons. Shonda Rhimes once again did what she does best and left the fans with their jaws dropped to the floor. The season concluded with a desperate mother threatening to blow up the hospital over frustration about her daughter, Dylan's brain surgery. In the episode, Jenna Gatlin, Piper Perabo found Amelia, Katarina Scorsone, and Simone Griffin, Alexis Floyd, and created a hostage situation, telling them that she had a tank of acetylene gas. However, while Amelia was able to pull off the surgery and save Dylan, her mother claimed the tank was actually empty. However, a forgotten valve resulted in a deadly exploitation on the surgical floor. The episode came to an end with Meredith Grey, Ellen Pompeo, watching the flames engulf the building, a chilling parallel to the scene in Season 13, during which she showed her watching the hospital burn from the parking lot as well. Shonda Rhimes talks to Alex Cooper about Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, marriage, and more during the episode. Shonda Rhimes discusses her different TV shows including Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, as well as writing the movies Crossroads, The Princess Diaries 2, and more. Shonda also opens to Alex about casting Ellen Pompeo and Sandra Oh, revealing the hardest storyline emotionally to write for Grey's, and overseeing the entire lineup of Thursday night TV for ABC. Additionally, Shonda speaks about her thoughts on marriage and her decision to have children through adoption and surrogacy. Shonda rhymes on how Grey's Anatomy came to be. I wrote a pilot one year, like the very first year I made the effort to go through the, it's called, television development season. I went through development season and I wrote a show about war correspondence, which was like 4 women who were super competitive and covered wars, and I loved it, but we were kind of at war and it was considered in poor taste, which was fine. So the next year they were like, well, do you want to try another development season again? And I was like, I was at ABC and I was like, what does Bob Iger want? He's the chairman of the company. I was like, what does he want? They're like, he wants a medical show. And I was one of those people who could watch surgeries on those channels, Discovery Channel, where they show you we're moving a tumor. I thought that stuff was amazing, and by the way, when I had been thinking about leaving Hollywood, I was going to go and do a post-baccalaureate year to then go to medical school. So I was like, this is made for me. Grey's Anatomy returns for season 22 with one possible cast departure. After that explosive finale cliffhanger, here's everything to know about the new season of the veteran ABC medical drama. Earlier this year, Grey's Anatomy season 21 went out with a literal bang as a massive explosion rocked the halls of Grey Sloan. And the veteran ABC medical drama plans to continue to bring that explosiveness in its upcoming season 22, which may include an increased number of appearances from Ellen Pompeo. Here's everything to know about season 22 of Grey's Anatomy. What is the Grey's Anatomy season 22 release date? Grey's Anatomy season 22 will premiere Thursday, October 9th at 10:00 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. What time does Grey's Anatomy come on? Fans can check out Grey's Anatomy at 10:00 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. The series shifted back to this time slot starting last season. How to stream Grey's Anatomy. You can stream Grey's Anatomy on Hulu the day after each episode airs on Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. How many episodes are in Grey's Anatomy Season 22? Season 22 is expected to run 18 episodes. That marks the same episode count as the year before. Who is in the Grey's Anatomy cast for Season 22? The following are, per their contracts, confirmed cast members returning for Grey's Anatomy Season 22. Ellen Pompeo, Meredith Grey. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.